Okay, just skip the intro shit and go right to it here. Indy went on another wall-eyed rant there on Tumblr. On the one hand, I'm gratified in that she's getting some energy back. I think this is due to the tea, which, on the one hand, I think pushing her to go on testosterone is probably the worst mistake these guys could have made. Because now she's getting her energy back and getting her drive back and not being so damn listless and constantly stoned. Because apparently that is one of the effects of chronic marijuana use, pardon the pun there, is that it really chops down your testosterone level. And that's regardless. We all produce testosterone and estrogen in our systems, just as human beings. What part of what makes us male and female, besides the genitalia, is the levels. Well, even then, people vary. Okay, but you don't need to have ovaries to get estrogen. You don't need testicles to have testosterone. The adrenal glands produce a lot, and other glands produce these things. So, and when they're out of balance, things can happen. And a big drop in testosterone makes you a little kind of out there and listless and everything. So, Indy going on testosterone, upon further review, it's like, especially the low dose she's on. She's on kind of a cream thing. It's a gel. The very low dose. It probably just returned her back to normal at this point. So she is coming back to herself in that respect. Anyway, first again, I don't play the pronoun game, okay? I think a real good observation. I saw that doing the pronoun game is like giving an alcoholic a drink. It may make them feel good, but you're only adding to the damage. No, I'm not playing that game. Okay, sorry, Andy. But let's take a look. What's going on here? And let's just. One thing I noticed here is that again, these asks, they're all anonymous. Now think about it, Indy. Every time I give you an ask, I put my name on it. I never send an anonymous ask. I always say, no, you got a question for me. You know it's from me. Okay? I don't hide behind this anonymous shit. And that's part of the why speculation half this shit is coming from Gene, designed specifically to provoke a reaction out of you. Okay, that's where a lot of this shit is coming from. All this secrecy and blocking and everything else. So let's just take a look at this here. Anonymous asks, after some of the ass here, I went to check what Crazy Bob is cooking up now. And did you know that the femboy you're dating is actually a fan of Gene's friend and set up to control you and fuck you by proxy? Yeah. Again, so much of this is hiding behind blocks and half-truths and people talking behind your back. That's where a lot of this shit about, private cum shows. And then I had my dudgeons because when the hell does she have a chance to do a private cum show for anybody? That's why I always thought that was a bit odd anyway. So, we're just trying to get a straight answer out of you. It took weeks to get a straight answer out of you. I think that's part of the thing. It's just being so stoned the time. We didn't have to bother them. And then finally, what do you mean? Yeah, where the hell you been? We've been talking for weeks about this shit. And news suddenly coming late to the party. And, it's talking about you. You should be a little more up on this. They think you're so naive that I'm just a pretty face saying all the things. The guy's set up and everything. Again, you've been kind of out of it, so very susceptible to, chemistry, person, not actually being an adult with it. Then your personal life on that thing, who knows? We have no way to, no right to say anything about it. And again, now just get past all this thing. The story of these father buccaneers. Yeah, again, if this is Gene again, fuck you. And they have a new conspiracy about how I'm being groomed and controlled. Yeah, you're being steered here, okay? They've been steering you for a while now, and you've been stoned enough that you've been going along with it, okay? And no, Brinstar is not behind, I don't know where the hell half these burner accounts are coming from now. Some of these idiots are swiping out on both sides. I think it's just strictly to start up shit and, cause problems there. And the leaking, that leaking has been going on so long before this, I don't know about it, but. And claiming, well, the thing is, people are being muted during streams without your control. You've been nowhere near the thing and not saying anything about it. Just you're out doing, and then suddenly can't respond, cannot put in a question, cannot say anything. Accounts are being just blocked. They haven't done a damn thing. Somebody is doing something, Indy. And we're at a loss to figure out what the hell's going on here. And Fantasy does have the capability of mods can do these things. So somebody's got authority in there that not necessarily you gave them or whatever, but somehow they got authority to start doing shit, and they're doing it. Okay, people are being muted in the street, and they're getting pissed off, and they're leaving. Okay. Yeah, I don't know about as far as you're doing it all wrong. Okay, we got the thing. People who generally go, they don't do it as a fucking reality show. Okay. And people, and as well, people are chiming in on this. The general thing is you totally withdraw from it and you work on yourself, by yourself. You don't have a cheering section on the sideline. Go, oh yeah, you go girl. Oh, get your chest chopped off. I'll pay for them. That sort of thing where, yeah, and I've seen the posts of Gene doing that. You look so hot when you chop your tits off. Oh, I'll pay for it. Like it's all a matter of money. That is creepy pedo behavior right there. That he is cheering you on to turn yourself into a 14-year-old boy. That is indisputable. That is happening. That's an open chat. Okay? That's not a conspiracy. That is fucking happening. Look at your goddamn chat once in a while. But treat like a child or don't doll they get dressed up. No. You can't. No, it's like, look at the list of cosplays you got planned up for this coming month. All but like 3 of them are all femboy. It's all femboy. They're like 3 girl things. Okay. Who's pushing this? Who's the ones always routing for more femboy? More. I mean, even the Frank of that nun outfit. It's a clip of jumping. There's nothing femboy about that except the short hair and where you're sticking a dick in there somewhere. That those tits on display there, right there. Come on. That does not strike femboy there. Okay, come on. And again, most of the stuff are not, telling you what to do with your body. I'm going to tell you what don't do. Don't do something stupid like chopping your tits off over a personality issue. We're not cheering on you going into fucking surgery for no good fucking reason. We're trying to get you to sit the fuck down and stop for a second and think. Think for 2 fucking seconds about what you're going into here. You're setting yourself for a permanent medical experimentation for the rest of your fucking life. How is that telling you what to do with your body? It's telling you what don't do. Don't do this. I got put on a fucking parade of people who've been through this shit and came out, no, don't. You're signing yourself up for permanent pain. All kinds of, no. It fucks up your life totally, in your body, your health, just horribly when you start doing this shit. We're trying to keep you from walking off the fucking cliff. All right? As far as deeper voice, your voice is deep enough, for God's sake, okay? And wear what you fucking want, okay? God. No one's telling you. I'm not saying anything to get you getting a fucking dress. Come on. And as far as who's fucking, again, we have no. You always keep your private life as far as who you're dating and fucking private anyway. I don't give a fuck about that. As long as it's not abusing you, I don't care. And I didn't say anything about not seeking treatment. I think your therapists are failing you big time on this one. And as far as forcing to stop tea, no, I think actually the tea is actually getting you back to normal because your levels have been depressed so goddamn long. You're finally getting your mojo back. Forcing you to grow your hair, I've seen, you wanted to grow your hair back out some, okay? And I said, for one thing, it would help, stop getting your neck sunburned, okay? And as far as my 1-inch dick card, photos available upon request, dear, okay? And again, part of it, listen, you barely talk to anybody now. All we hear is your idiot handlers around you. Think, well, we're all a bunch of fuckers. They're cheerleading and walling off everything. And again, I already said Lana's not a part of it, okay? They tried to make her a bit of a part of it, even just by proxy, by making her a but no. I already said Lana's not a part of it. And I still think Mr. John's probably a big part of it, and Gene is a real driving force here. He's the one pushing it. Oh, hey, it's so hot when you chop your tits off. Fuck you. Nobody looks hot with that. They look like been mauled by a fucking bear, okay? And that's why I only came out there. Again, Indy, you said yourself, I've been around a while before this started happening, okay? Going back at least a year or so, okay? I can pick up going back to that thing, comments on the thing. I know when the thing where you're complaining about, YouTubers posting your Pornhub content, I went after them. Got a couple channels shut down. No, we do want what's best for you, and this is not best for you, dear, okay? This is really not best for you. You're going down a very bad road right now. We're trying to keep you from getting hurt. Own control. No, big thing. Trying to get you to take your life back here. You're being steered, okay? Maybe not fairly groomed, but you're definitely being, corralled. Well, these guys cheering this shit on. Again, they're not trans. They're not. It's not their tits getting chopped off. They're not the ones going through permanent pain management, having to, deal with the fact they can't even feel their chest now because they totally destroyed the nerve endings and everything else. Fucked up the muscles, so there's gonna be a couple. You won't be able to move your arms for a couple months, okay? You like the idea of having these hideous scars and a couple of drain bags while this thing heals? Listen, do your research. I've done the fucking research. You're walking into a fucking abattoir, okay? If you do this shit. And again, I think this is back to the T thing. I think actually what happened. And if you don't do anything really stupid like trying to do full-on male level hormones where you really start going fucking nuts, but just stay on the stuff you're on, I think you might find your tits might start getting smaller. And I think if they're less of a problem, there might be, less incentive to cut them off. You can get them to shrink down to a C or so. Think maybe you can live with them that way and not end up screwing yourself up permanently over this shit? I said, Andy, we do want what's best for you, okay? Trying to get you to recognize what's best for you, and this ain't it, okay? But again, also the thing I've been trying is that, everyone on both sides needs to shut the fuck up. I mean, we're not doing a lot of good trying to, talk you off the road, but it's also, they're not helping when they're cheering you on. All right? Anything that needs that much affirmation, is bullshit. The truth does not need constant affirmation. If you got to have a cheerleading squad saying, yeah, you're a boy, then you're not a boy, okay? They wouldn't have to keep saying all the time if it was evidently true, and it's not, okay? Like I said, you said the quiet part out loud. You wished you were a boy. You wish you were a guy. It's like, you're not, okay? And the whole point of therapy is supposed to be to get you to live with it and get the mind and body to agree with each other and learn to live with it. This is who you are, okay? Once upon a time, it doesn't matter if you're a boy or girl. You can be or do what the fuck you want. With this whole gender ideology crap that you've bought into, it is the exact opposite. It pigeonholes you all the way around. If you like this, and this, well, then you're really a boy. It's the most misogynistic, homophobic philosophy that's ever come down the pike, okay? Get your head out of your ass and recognize that. You have signed on for your own genocide in that case, okay? They're trying to cure the gay. Boys can't grow up to be gay anymore. No, they must be really girls. Because they like other boys. No, they're really girls, so we must turn them into girls. How homophobic can you get with that? God! How much more you gotta be before... No, they're trying to eradicate gays, okay? And where it falls on you, well, you like girls? You must really be a boy. So we're going to turn you into a boy. Yeah. How does that swing? Okay. You can't just be a lesbian anymore. No, you can't be a bisexual. You're really confusing them being a bi, you know. It's no longer about pride. Now, think about the fact that why you preferred the old pride flag. That was it. Just allowed to live your life, fuck who you want. Yeah. But this comes along, and no, you have to start doing radical changes to yourself. You start to physically damage and destroy parts of your own body in order to conform with this idiotic philosophy. I'm trying to get you to live and love what you are already. You were born fine. You were not born in the wrong fucking body, okay? Get that out of your head right goddamn now. Whoever told you that needs to get slapped upside the head with a hockey stick, okay? That kind of has caused more damage and watch the backlash. Every country in the world is slapping. Most of this country is slapping back against that. It's not about homophobia. It's because we're tired of seeing people destroy our kids. The current cavalcade of people coming out saying this was fucked up. I was lied to. This was not the solution to anything. My life was destroyed because these jackass, doctors and therapists saw an easy paycheck. And that's the only reason nothing is hanging on in the States and in Canada. Because the money. You think you're going to get a better life because they chop your tits out? All you've done is make someone's BMW payment. Okay? Like I said, there are ways to deal with, your tits hurting besides going through it and going chopping off. Like I said, he should have, hit one of those, Jeanette bra stores. Get you properly fitted for once in your fucking life. Because I wouldn't be surprised if you find out you're not really, not necessarily a D. Okay? As slight a frame as you are, they might actually be just kind of somewhere between C and D for right now. Or whatever. It's just not getting the right support on it. It's fitting you wrong. Just get properly fitted bras for the first time. I mean, a lot of women go through entire lives and never get fitted properly. So, get them so they don't fit and might change your outlook on life. There are many, many ways to deal with this without going to fucking surgery and declaring to yourself something you goddamn know you're not. Okay? We got several hundred hours of video evidence to show that you are not a boy. Even your current stuff shows you are not a boy. To assert otherwise is complete and total insanity. I'm sorry if the truth hurts, Indy, but no, you are not a boy. You can dress like a boy you want. You can go to a fucking crew cut if you want. You're not a boy. Stop it. Pull your head out of your ass and stop doing that. It's not, Good, my whole thing is affirmative delusion only gets more delusion. Saying you're a boy is affirmative delusion. It doesn't get anywhere. It only makes things worse. Now, again, I can't speak to the 87,000 burner accounts popping up, hitting everything on both sides. Sometimes the same goddamn account, swiping money on anybody. I can't say for who's behind him. I really don't give a shit at this point. All I'm trying, I've been saying over and over, I want you to get your life for you, okay? Fuck the audience, okay? Because that's what a lot of this seems to be, is your audience response. And again, going to the chats there, all the people speaking in the chats are your fucking, friends. Who somehow are block at everybody else who tries to get a word in edgewise. Like I said, I had my little anonymous Vansley account there, which I'd actually, think you owe me $20, kid. Because I got cut off in the knees on that one. And I paid for 2 months. But I was we were having a very good conversation going on. I even got you to laugh a few times. And that's what I tried typing, and nothing's happening. I had not made one single comment that could make anything close to homophobic. Or transphobic, or whatever. They're just casual conversation, talking about things. And suddenly I can't respond. Somebody is muting people in those chats. So somebody's got some moderator authority in there, and they're just muting people. Apparently they figured, you're getting too friendly. Bye. We're keeping her to ourselves. You get to play with her, but no, that's it. She's ours. You can't play with her anymore. Because they are walling people off and driving people away. You think this hate just came out of nowhere? They're just picking it. No, these guys are doing shit that is pissing off fans, okay? So something else I've been saying a lot. Indy, you need to clean house here. You need to find out what the fuck is going on here. All these other things popping up, muddy in the water is not helping, guys. So any bright ideas, knock it off. You're not helping. But that's where we're at right now, guys. Okay. Now, Indy. Again, I can't speak to the and again, Brinstar is gone. Okay, this is not him. And as far as Umsey, it's all the same. Umsey has no reading comprehension. I posted a big long thing from Lester. That's his style. Nobody posts like Lester. Okay. Most of the shit I'm seeing from these things, much better command of the English language, and you dare say it's Lester? You're fucking out of your mind. I'm surprised you read well enough to even start your fucking computer if you think that's Lester, you idiots. But this is getting ridiculous, okay? And again, frankly, you're going on tea at this point with a low dosage and low levels. It is a good thing, apparently, because it's getting your energy back up. Now, the fact that he's gone to these two big wall-eyed rants on this show, yeah, you're getting your mojo back here, okay? Now it's a matter of directing your fire on the proper targets. Aim it, win it, okay? We're trying to get you to wake the fuck up, okay? And point out people are trying to steer you in certain directions, and certain people are not people you're willing to be friends with, okay? I mean, Gene wasn't doing telling you a cute girl or anything like that before you did it, but once you did the, oh, you're such a cute boy, you're such a handsome boy, you look so hot when you chop your tits off. That is pedo behavior. That's something to be encouraged. He starts going like, he should have been booted the second he started going off that, okay? The second he's starting to cheer on the fact you're starting to look like a 14-year-old femboy, out. Again, I don't need to see any kind of secret Discord thing, or in fact, what he displays in open chat is enough. So, but all right, I'm gonna wrap it up there. See, we got another rant coming soon here. So we got 3 people watching. Nobody say anything, but I'm not sure I want anybody to say anything at this point. Yeah. So we will talk at you later.